Welcome back to Daytime. It's time for Maggie and the Moms, where we celebrate but never sugarcoat parenting. On our panel today, Karima Henry. She is a mother of two and also the woman at the helm of craftingafunlife.com. And Karima is going to stick around and show us a really fun Easter craft later in the show. Also with us today, Marissa Langford, aka Tampa Mama. She shares her adventures of Tampa Mama on her blog, which I love. She is also a mother of four, 3 girls and a boy. And back with us today, Laura Byrne, mom of 2 boys and the editor of Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine, for which we all discovered we have each written for in the past. Yep. Of course, it's a great magazine. Why wouldn't we?
I only take the best.
Thanks for being here, ladies. Let's get started with something that we were just talking about behind the scenes. How do you avoid burnout during the pandemic? It's not an easy thing, especially for working mothers. There was a survey that was conducted just a couple of weeks ago by CNBC and SurveyMonkey, and they found that most working mothers, I think it's 53%, we have it up on a graphic, 53% of working mothers say that their mental health has suffered during the pandemic, because not only do they have to juggle their jobs and their household responsibilities like they always did before, but they have added stressors because of COVID, like virtual schooling, childcare, in some cases loss of income. Laura, how do you avoid burnout?
I am 100% feeling it. I read that article and I was like, this is exactly me. And especially when you work for yourself and you're running your own, we have multiple businesses, and it's been really hard. I am definitely burned out. Do I have any advice on how to get through it? No, just power through. My husband's always like, we just have to power through, and we're getting there. The light is at the end of the tunnel.
The vaccine is here.
The vaccine is here. He got his first dose. I'm ready to get mine. I'll be first in line when it's my turn. But it's, you know, I just kind of remind myself that there is an end in sight for this. And, you know, it's just trying to get done what I can get done. And my house may not be perfect. My work may not always get done, but it's just going to be a perpetual to-do list until probably forever, really, when you think about it, because it's probably mom life in general.
And that's okay, exactly. Marissa, do you agree?
You know, for me, it's all about mindset for us, and it's all about managing expectations. So if there's things that sometimes my husband will come home, he owns his own company, you know, similarly, entrepreneurs working, 4 kids, 15, 20 different places in a day, and maybe the kitchen is not clean at all times. So I'm managing my expectations. Everybody was fed, everybody was taken to set activities, and that will get cleaned later on. So for us, it's just, you know, that mindset of it's okay to let some things go, and then, you know, you just kind of roll with it. And you do. Every day is a new day. Manage the expectations for the day. I get through it, and we start again.
You have to.
You have to.
Karima, is that how you do it?
Yes. So right now my husband is working from home, so he's been able to help out, and he sees what goes on while I'm at home with the kids, and he's like, wow.
Well, good. That's yes. If you get to see what it's been like for us all this
It's
time.
kind of like a tag team type of situation. He'll take a break and give me, you know, time to get myself together, go for a walk, whatever I need to, you know, relax a bit. And then
it's that shared experience too. Like if you have somebody to help, and if you can find somebody to help. My daughter's 15 and she's a mother's helper, so sometimes she'll go and help my other friends out.
I'm gonna hire her.
Because all you need is somebody to watch the kids so they don't fall down the stairs, and you're able to cook dinner, and life is good, and everybody goes back home.
That's a wonderful tip. Okay, so topic number 2, how to raise resilient kids, because they're going to face obstacles in life, so you got to teach them young how to handle them. Parents Magazine suggests these tips. Let them struggle. They're going to have to struggle as adults. Get through that division problem on your own as a kid. Teach realistic assessment. This one's really good because they have to realize that not every problem is a mountain. Most of them are molehills, and you can overcome them easily. Encourage a growth mindset. Tell them your brain is a muscle that grows the more you use it. This may be hard now, but you're going to learn as you go. Cultivate creativity, find creative ways to solve a problem. Look on the bright side. Not all of us are sunny by nature, but optimism can actually be taught. And show them how it's done. If you're cool under pressure, they will model that behavior. All of that easier said than done. When you hear this, Karima, do you think you're raising resilient kids?
I'm trying my best.
That's all you can do.
I remember what I was like when I was growing up, so I'm trying to do things differently with my kids. So like sometimes I do want to step in and try to help, But both my kids actually are very independent, so I kind of like step back, stand by, and watch. And when they ask for help, that's when we kind of problem solve together.
I think that's great. What about you, Marissa?
And you know, I've got some situations in my home about having some really tough times, and right now it's persevering. It's seeing that finish line and knowing the end of the school year is in sight, and we're going to try our best and get through it and take the most of the days that are the really positive days and push through for the days that are not maybe our best. But it is like it's trying to show them that foreshadowing. So like with my teens right now, I'm like, you're going to be so ready for college, and like let's go look at some schools. Let's take a drive. And for them, for me it's showing them what's on what's coming up in a few years and getting them to be excited about it while we're trying
and trusting that they're going to be ready.
Right now.
Hang in there, because we're going to get there.
We're getting there. We're going to get there.
Laura?
I'm going to admit my husband is much better at all of those steps than I am. I do try to step back. Sometimes he does have to remind me, but I do try to step back, let them figure things out on their own. You know, because as kids, you know, we've talked about this before. We were kids of the 80s, okay? We raised ourselves practically, right? No, I'm just kidding. We didn't. But, you know, I do try to, you know, step back, and especially with the video. Like this morning, my 5-year-old was getting upset over a video game, and I was like, well, I can't help you because I don't know anything about it. And that's how you learn. That's how you figure it out. And they get frustrated, but you just got to let them, I guess, power through it again.
There's some analogy that I always use, like, as much as I want to break through that wall, sometimes I cannot move the brick wall. Like if there's sometimes there is just physically no way you can get around it. But what is the other way to like get to the other side? So,
that's good.
You know, as much as you want to, they want you to break down the wall, like you can't. So let's figure out what we're going to do
Well,
next.
listen, our kids one day will be able to say, I survived a pandemic.
Yes.
I'm resilient, people. I can handle
wait to hear
anything.
those stories
Okay?
down the road.
I know.
All right, let's
They're
hope
shared.
that's pretty soon. Okay, wheel time, wheel time. We're going to spin the wheel, see what topic comes up. Topic number 1 for today is, oh yes, it's a fact, mother knows best. Some advice or words to live by that you give your kids. Let's start with Marissa.
Okay, so I just heard about the passing of Dick Hoyt, who was the man that pushed his son through with a wheelchair through 1,100 races. And his motto was, yes, you can. And I think it's such an inspiring motto because we can get through this. And it's like teaching your kids about perseverance. I mean, and you know, being that inspiration to, we can do this. There are other people that can do it, and we can do this, and we can do it.
There's a recurring theme on Maggie and the Moms today, I'm noticing. Perseverance and resilience. Laura?
It's okay to be bored. And, you know, and we talked about burnout earlier, and I remember I was looking back at my old Facebook post, right, of all the activities we all of a sudden felt like we had to plan for the kids. Remember, we were in activity overload, and all the science experiments we had to do every day. And now I'm just burned out with it. I'm like, just figure it, like, it's okay to be bored. That's where the creativity comes out. And put the screen away, just play. And they always do.
Can't applaud that one enough.
Yes,
love it.
exactly.
Because not all of us are Karima, who can come up with a craft in like a second.
I know, my hero, by the way.
I know.
Look, we're not crafting all day, I'll tell you that right now.
There's
go outside and play.
There's time for craft.
What's yours? What's your nugget of
My
wisdom?
thing is, it's okay to change your mind.
Yeah.
Because sometimes there's something that you want to do, and then you realize, okay, this is not for me. So it's okay to change your mind and try something new. So
it doesn't say you're a failure. It's
nope,
just,
not at all.
I use that one. Another one that I use is do the right thing even when no one's looking.
Always.
And I give a silly example, but I think it's a metaphor for other situations in life. Like when I go out and pick up my dog's poop, right? It's dark, it's 5:30 in the morning, no one's around, other people didn't pick it up. This is my brain. Don't worry about it. You don't have a bag. And I'm like, no, go get a bag because you're a conscientious neighbor, because you don't want someone to step in it later, and you want your neighborhood to be pretty, so I pick up the poop. And I tell my kids, in life you got to pick up the poop all the time.
All the time.
Peer pressure, no matter what. Pick up the
Karma will come back and get you.
Yes, exactly.
Because I don't want them to do things or say things because they want to appear to be a good person. I want them to, because that's who they are. Be a good person. Okay, I think if we like speed through, we can do one more.
Okay.
Quick, like super quick. Okay, come on. Oh, this is a good one to do quick. Money saving tip, super quick, Laura.
Okay, BOGOs at Publix all the time.
Okay, love it.
Don't buy kids' meals.
Ooh, don't buy kids meals.
Other ones.
All right, Karima?
Hand-me-downs.
Hand me down. I'm going with
Yay.
forget the little Ziplocs and plastic bags. Use reusable containers in the lunchbox.
Yes.
It'll save you a
Yes,
ton of
good
money.
ones.
All right, ladies, you rock. Thank you so much. Loved having you here. Another Maggie and the Moms next Monday. Stay tuned. Daytime. We'll be right back.